I never thought that I would be in a helicopter. I love Hawaii, but I'm afraid of heights. And yet there I was, soaring above the ocean and the rainforests of Maui and Molokai. I wasn't going to let my limitations, whether physical or mental, get in the way of me having this great experience. Hi, I'm Kendall, your travel accessibility advisor, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing Blue Hawaiian helicopter tours as I paid for my own experience flying over Maui and Molokai. This is not a sponsored video, this is my honest thoughts. And I'm going to give my review of the tour so that you can make your honest decision on whether or not you want to book through this company. If you liked this video, chances are you're going to love my Maui series. I go on the highland of Maui and I explore everything from pineapple farms to the road to Hana, which I survived, surprisingly, and I also talked to alpacas and got to see a sunset from 10,000 feet in the air, all while finding the best beachfront hotel resort and the best Mai Tai. And if that sounds good to you, you're going to want to subscribe for the upcoming videos as I upload every Saturday. This video is part of a video series on Maui, and what better way to start than giving you an aerial view of the island of Maui. First, I will be going over the accommodations that Blue Hawaiian offers for people with disabilities. Next, I will talk about the risks of riding a helicopter in Hawaii. Then I'll talk about the tour itself while showing you some amazing footage of what it was like seeing it from my perspective, before concluding with my opinion on the experience, and chapters will be provided in the description box if you want to skip ahead. From a bird's eye view, this island becomes even more breathtaking. From majestic waterfalls and tall mountain ranges to fish ponds and profound coastlines. However, this perspective is not usually obtainable for people with disabilities. Air Maui, another tour company, states twice on Viator that their tours are not wheelchair accessible. And I assumed that every helicopter tour company had this restriction, and I was determined to find a solution. But Blue Hawaiian already offered one. Blue Hawaiian Helicopter Tours offers a chairlift for the mobility impaired. This custom chairlift allows a guest to slide from their mobility device onto the chair, then from the chairlift onto the seat. The guest or employee then fastens the seatbelt. This accommodation is available at every Blue Hawaiian location except the Oahu locations and the Princeville, Kauai base. The chairlift connects to the back row seats, so individuals who require a chairlift must sit in the back row.
So then once the person's kind of ready, maybe we go even higher, it just depends.
Yeah.
We usually have a family member help.
Yeah.
They'll sit there and then we just slide up into the chair. You don't have to. But just
Perfect.
that's where you
Yeah.
go. Just like you buckle in for the flight. Flight's over, this thing goes back to the side here. We get them back in their chair like this.
Perfect.
Come on down.
Kendall! This applies to guests who want to bring their service animals with them, as the animal cannot block the pilot's view, and I completely understand that. If you bring your service animal with you, make sure you carry proper documentation that verifies the claim. I was unaware of this accommodation when I booked my tickets with Blue Hawaiian. This accommodation, like I said, is only available for passengers sitting in the back row. My seat was in the front row. I paid extra for the best viewing seat. And as an ambulatory wheelchair user, I didn't mind transferring with my legs. I can climb and walk a few steps, no problem. And I was expecting to transfer like this anyways. And that process was easy for me. I used a stepping stool and some grab bars while an employee spotted me from behind. Now, this is important. Prior to getting into the helicopter, staff took measurements of my weight to ensure that the helicopter would be properly balanced. The weight limit per person is between 240 and 250 pounds. Then a safety instruction video played, and a discussion was held to review key information and address questions or concerns. Okay, back to the helicopter.
Alright, so my name is Herb. Yeah, flying with you guys today. Just if you have any questions, press and hold the button. We don't like a walkie-talkie if you need to talk to each other as well. You guys good with the safety video? You guys watched it? All good? Yeah? You got your seatbelts on. Make sure you get your seatbelts. Make sure stay low in sight. That way it's more comfortable, okay? All of our bags over here if you need it. And there's pockets over here. And some over here as well. If you're not feeling well, just make sure you look outside. Don't close your eyes for too long, okay? So don't get too dizzy. I'm going to be talking to the tower for the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes of flight. So the mic's going to be off for those times, okay? That being said, I'm going to talk to the tower and not get clearance, okay? I'll grab with you guys.
The seatbelt strapped my entire torso. I felt relaxed and secure. Until the propeller turned on, then I realized there was no turning back. My adrenaline kicked in, and before I could even prepare for takeoff, we were already off the ground. Taking off in the helicopter is not the same thing as taking off in an airplane. There is no runway, and the helicopter just gradually lifts off the ground. This is called a vertical flight. Just like a bubble, I felt like I was floating in the air. The pilot turned on soft island music as I took in the view. It wasn't as scary as I originally thought it would be. This is when I noticed the helicopter's intentional design. With multiple lookout points and minimal obstruction, I felt like I was one with nature, not just observing it. I took the West Maui and Molokai tour, and here were some points of interest and fun facts that I learned while on the tour. The island across from Maui, Molokai, has the tallest sea cliffs in the world, not just the US. The sea cliffs rise above 3,000 feet. That's more than 900 meters. The first permanent settlers of the Hawaiian Islands were the Marquez people and the Tahitians, who traveled to Hawaii on wooden canoes using the constellations as their only guide. Today, some native Hawaiians live off the grid in Moloka'i, hunting and fishing for their food.
Aloha! Alright, I'm back with you guys. We are clear of the airport here, and the mics are back on. Yeah, my name is Herb. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Just press the mic there, or if you want to talk to each other. I know for the most part, we're just gonna be looking at the window, enjoying the view, and taking pictures. I'll tell you guys all about Maui and Molokai. We're gonna start here in the West Maui Mountains, as we call it. But in Hawaiian, its Hawaiian name is Mauna Kahalewai. So in Hawaiian, Mauna means mountain. Kahalewai means house of water. It's because of all the rain it gets every day. If you notice a windy road above the cliffs and kind of close to the shoreline, that is Kahikili Highway. On a highway here in the northwest part of the island. It was named after, the highway is named after King Kahikili, the very last king in Maui before King Kamehameha took over. Alright, we're gonna leave Molokai behind. We're gonna get back to Maui. We'll check out West Maui Mountains. Another island that you see to the right is the island of Lanai. Again, it's gonna be a little bit bumpier here in the next few minutes, going in and out of valleys. Yeah, winds swirl out up and down here. But it is one of the coolest spots on the island.
These villages can only be accessed by boat. Between Maui and Molokai is Elephant Island, although my tour guide thinks it looks more like a turtle. What do you think it looks like? Leave a comment. I personally could not see either animal until I went back into my studio and saw the clip 20 times. Fair warning, this is the part of the tour that has the most turbulence, and due to the elevation changes and the shape of the canyons, this creates a higher pressure wind. The helicopter tilts slightly left or right to minimize turbulence. The highlight was Papalaua Falls. Going from sandy beaches to rolling green hills left me speechless. The waterfall stands around 1,600 feet, that's 488 meters high, and cascades down to the valleys and rainforests. I unexpectedly felt less turbulence in the helicopter than on my airplane flight to Maui. Granted, the amount of turbulence could change depending on the day, but I would say that if you can handle a plane landing, you can definitely handle the turbulence on this tour.
An old volcano crater. Isn't that cool? Yeah, sometimes it's like to be quiet and let you guys enjoy and taking the view. Riding on the corner here, we're gonna be straight into the airport again. So I'll be talking to the tower here for the next few minutes. I'll be right back with you guys.
But I would say if you can handle a plane landing, you can definitely handle the turbulence on this tour. I enjoyed my helicopter tour. It was a delightful experience. I felt safe. I would book through Blue Hawaiian again. Blue Hawaiian goes through voluntary safety audits on top of the mandatory safety audits that they have to perform. I like that they're open about their weather canceling policy and the fact that their pilots receive a salary regardless of hours flown that day. It makes me feel confident when I'm in the air with them. It's important that you know that Hawaii has had the most helicopter tour accidents and fatalities. Over a 25-and-a-half-year period, approximately one fatal crash happens every 2 to 3 years. And I know what you're thinking. That's not a big number. And you're right, it isn't. But that number is still significant, making it all the more important that you pay attention during the safety video instructions. Blue Hawaiian has updated their safety measures since that fatality, and I'll leave the safety measures down in the description box below. With that being said, would I go on another tour with them? Yes, I would. I enjoyed my experience and I felt safe and comfortable and welcomed. And I really did feel that Blue Hawaiian wants everyone to have that amazing helicopter experience. And so thank you, Blue Hawaiian, for having these accessibility accommodations, as I know it's not required, as evident by your competitors. And yeah, I would do this tour again. And if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like, as it really does help out this channel. I hope to see you soon, but until next time, enjoy your journey, traveler.